Nope. Nice play in the end zone to catch the football, get the pick, put 6 points on the board for this defense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll start this drive with an end around. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can handle the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up, handling the football. He can shoot up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Trying play action. Now adjusting. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I don't hate the play call there on 3rd and short either, because you try to catch them off guard. 3rd and short on your own side of the 50. It's not there. Throw it away. Now, if you want to go for it now and run it, now's the time to do it on 4th down.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Catch in the middle. It's Morris. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Loveland. And this one will be stopped for no gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They're trying to get to him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He'll fire to his right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Georgia 21, Michigan 7.
The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Fires to the wideout. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They think there's room to run to the right here. At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
Looking to throw, it's back. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He wants to pass it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The aerial assault continues. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On second down, looking again to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
A strike downfield. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 21, Michigan 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He'll toss it. Can't get him to the ground. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. To throw, it's Orji. It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Michigan! The defense with a huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the foot.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first... ends this football game.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's back. Firing to the right, complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. They'll put the tight end in motion. Corner's going to give them room. Catch in the middle, it's Etienne. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dropping back, it's Beck. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds his man enough for the 1st. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Loveland. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Get it out on the screen. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Oh, what an exciting finish this is going to be. The offense has it one more time. One last drive, and time is winding down. Dropping back, it's Orji. Escapes the sack. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Feeling some heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
It's caught downfield. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. Everybody wants the big play in this situation, Jesse, but he was smart. Catch, first down, out of bounds.
Yeah, and you just got to know where you are on the field, right? Reese, great awareness by the receiver, making the catch, getting out of bounds as fast as possible.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet. That last field goal looks like the game winner if they can keep them from getting in field goal range here right at the end. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Coming after it. Takes a hit as he fires. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. They're bringing heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking at it to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.